Welcome back to Soda City Live. Today is World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and to help bring awareness to the many forms of elder abuse and to prevent you or your loved one from becoming a victim, AARP South Carolina will host a free event aimed at preventing elder financial exploitation. Joining me today is Associate State Director for Advocacy and Outreach for AARP, Jo Pauling Jones. Thanks so much for coming on today and talking about this very important issue. And, you know, it's great that we have a day to bring awareness to this, because this is something that happens in the shadows, but it doesn't mean that it's an isolated thing. This happens so much. I'm sure you guys see it from your end.
You're absolutely correct, Greg. Thank you for allowing us to be here today. And what we want you to know is that it's important that we bring awareness to this issue, because seniors are impacted by elder financial abuse at an exponential rate on a regular basis.
It really is heartbreaking. You think of those who have saved their entire lives, or they have a 401k, or they just have their life savings, and people in their family know this, or people in their orbit know this, and they know that they can at least try to, you know, get their hands on some of that. What do people need to be on the lookout for as they age?
They need to be on the lookout for changes. Anyone who is a caregiver, who is monitoring a parent or a loved one, they need to be on the lookout for any changes in their banking and their accounting practices. They need to look at the person who's managing their accounting. If there's a neighbor or someone who starts to visit a bit more frequently than they used to, those are red flags that you need to be on the lookout for. And the important thing to remember is that you want to protect your loved one, and the first thing that you need to do if you do see those red flags is report it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very important, and I'm certain that there's a reporting process that you're going to outline at this event that's coming up on July the 19th. That's got to be exciting from the standpoint of, you know, knowledge is power, and so being able to kind of impart this to the, you know, seniors and their families, it's going to make a big difference.
Absolutely. And so AARP South Carolina is fortunate that on July the 19th, we will have a free seminar at Brooklyn Banquet and Conference Center. You do need to register, and you can register at aarp.org/sc, or you can call 877-926-8300. Greg, the important thing to know is that at this seminar, we have an expert. Paul Greenwood will be here as our expert presenter. He's a prior retired a general at the San Diego Attorney General's office.
Yeah.
He's going to be with us. And this is an opportunity for people to hear from Paul, who has 22 years of experience about elder financial abuse and its impact. We will also have Attorney General Alan Wilson to talk about the impact of elder financial abuse at the local level, along with Kelly Cordell, who is the Director of Advocacy at the South Carolina Department of Social Services, who will highlight adult protective services and the role that it plays with them.
Well, that's great. And, you know, they're going to be able to take something with them. I mean, it's not so much to scare them, but just to give them the awareness that this does happen a lot more often than you might think. And I can imagine that it's extremely subtle. Yeah. You know, it's not always the overt thing. Financial abuse, you know, like you say, it happens a lot of times within a small circle of people.
And the average person loses like $120,000. $120,000. That's a lot of money. Yeah. So if you can be on the lookout to help prevent your loved ones from being taken advantage of, then that's what we want to do. And we're going to provide these resources at the seminar, and we encourage folks to register to attend.
Yes, it's heartbreaking on the one hand, but also encouraging to see that you guys are offering these types of resources and this type of venue where people can get the information that they need on July 19th. As far as AARP, you guys do just so much for retirees and people approaching retirement. Thank you for all you do.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that. All the information there on your screen. Again, this is happening at Brooklyn Baptist Church. The seminar and lunch happening on Wednesday, July the 19th from 10 until 2. If you want any information about elder financial exploitation prevention, that's where it's going to be happening. You can register for free, and look, SodaCityLive.com is the place where you need to go to get all of that information. We'll be right back right here on Soda City Live.